Well, hi there folks, it's Matt Hayson here looking at this week's property market. Now there's plenty of data and rhetoric flying around that's impacting the property market this week. Let's get into it, starting with the auction clearance rate. Last week, it closed out sitting at just over 40%. Now it's been trending along that same line since the beginning of June. No doubt this quickly rising interest rate environment has buyers on the back foot, and the way that they're engaging with property is certainly more cautious. There's no question about that. Also looking at this latest CoreLogic graph, you can see the direct correlation between quickly rising interest rates and falling housing prices, especially here in Sydney. Also this week, the RBA is making a heap of headlines suggesting the cash rate or interest rates are nowhere near where they need to be. I'm not going to lift the cash rate until 2024. Governor Philip Lowe of the RBA is now suggesting the cash rate could double in coming months. Governor Philip Lowe is very focused on bringing inflation back within their target band of 2 to 3%. This is the very same inflation Governor Philip Lowe suggested earlier this year was nowhere near as severe as being experienced around the globe. That's another thing they got terribly wrong. Also, Deputy Governor of the RBA, Michelle Bullock, has weighed in on the conversation this week and suggested that most Australian households can absolutely absorb a 3 percentage point increase to the cash rate since May. RBA is looking at some very interesting data suggesting that 3/4 of the outstanding debt that's in the market is actually held by 40% of the highest income earners in Australia, whereas the most indebted households in Australia and the lowest 20% of income earners only hold 5% of the debt. Therefore, Ms Bullock has absolutely slapped down the RBA's policy to quickly rise interest rates and suggesting that that will crush the housing market. Well, that remains to be seen. Now, with this latest information and rhetoric flying around, here come the upgraded forecasts. The RBA, they're forecasting house prices to decline by 10%. Now, if that does occur, their data suggests that just 0.4% of the population will actually hold a home in negative equity. Now, the chief economist at Commonwealth Bank, Gareth Aird, is a little bit more sceptical and quite concerned. They're forecasting house prices to decline by 15%. But Coolabah Capital's Christopher Joy is a lot more bearish and suggesting that if the RBA pursue this uber aggressive approach to quickly rising interest rates, that he believes property prices could decline by 30%. Now, looking at the cash rate, economists over at ANZ and Goldman Sachs this week have come out and forecast they believe the cash rate is going to be sitting north of 3% by the close of this year. So lots of new predictions and forecasts. We'll actually only know what's accurate when they do come to fruition. Now, moving all of that noise to the side, we've actually been very impressed with the number of sales made by the company this week, again demonstrating that if value is there on offer, buyers are engaging and moving forward with purchases. We're also very impressed with some of the properties coming to market this week, including this stunning home at 51 Wrights Road in Drummoyne. Check out the specs on this house: 394 square metres of internal space, 835 square metres of land, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 4-car garaging, a pool. It is brand new luxury construction in one of Drummoyne's premier streets. There is no question this is a trophy home. It is being listed by Dan Patterson and Alex Travado for a Saturday, August 13 auction with a buyer's guide of $9 million. So folks, that's what's going down in and around the property market this week. Thanks so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you out and about. Catch you all next week.